Hello, I am Brian from Seoul Law Group, and we are an English-speaking law firm based in Seoul, South Korea. We're back with another law video, and today we'll cover a couple of stalking in Korea case studies. In order to better understand how Korean law enforcement, courts, and even the government deals with stalking cases, two case studies will be analyzed here. Please note that these case studies include information that some may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Case study number 1. In September of 2022, a 28-year-old South Korean woman was murdered by a man who had been stalking her for several years. She was stabbed several times after finishing her evening shift near Sindang Station in central Seoul. Sadly, her murder took place only a day before her stalker had been due to be sentenced for stalking. The stalker had reports filed on him since 2019, where he was seen harassing the woman after they both began working for Seoul Metro. These phone calls also included threats should she refuse. The man was dismissed from his job and later arrested, but was released on bail. At the time in South Korea, stalkers were not subjected to a restraining order. This case sparked outrage around the world and pushed Korean law enforcement to better protect those being stalked, and in particular, women's safety. The country's gender equality minister at the time, Kim Hyun-suk, was heavily criticized as she did not believe that the murder was a gender-based hate crime. However, nearly 80% of all stalking cases reported to South Korean police see women as the victim. To make matters worse, Kim suggested the murder could have been prevented had the victim called a ministry helpline and taken more extreme preventive measures. The anti-stalking law in place at the time of the murder was closely analyzed. Inspectors found a loophole that permits police to take action only with the consent of a victim. This loophole gives stalkers an opportunity to pressure their victims into dropping any complaints. Evidence of failure can be seen with the rate of only 5% of reported stalkers being detained. Pressure remains on the government to take these crimes more seriously and to introduce more strict punishment for stalkers. The discussions are ongoing as of early 2023. Case study number 2. In November 2021, a woman in her 20s was murdered by her ex-boyfriend in the Jung district of Seoul. He had been stalking her for several months following their breakup in 2020. This case is certainly not standalone. In March earlier that year, a similar case occurred where an ex-boyfriend killed a woman he had been stalking along with her mother and younger sister who were present at the time. The first perpetrator was sentenced to 40 years in prison. At the time of her death, the victim had been under police protection after filing 4 complaints against Kim. A restraining order against him had already been filed. The original sentence was 35 years, but after sensing that the perpetrator was not remorseful, the Seoul High Court increased his sentence by an additional 5 years. Well, I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions or concerns about this stalking case, let us know in the comment section below, and you can find more information on SeoulLawGroup.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification bell for more Korean law videos, and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye.